I close my eyes, close the door. I won't worry anymore. I've been waiting for you every day and every night. Cut the light, let it fade. I don't wanna be afraid. I've been waiting for you. Tonight it is bright, stars shine bright. I just really wanna be with you. I celebrate, pray for the day when all my wishes will be coming true. My heart beats like a drum, like a drum. Dum dum dum, dum dum dum. And my feet step a beat like a drum. Dum dum dum, dum dum dum. My heart beats like a drum, like a drum. Dum dum dum, dum dum dum.
Ni no Kuni II Revenant Kingdom. This is the sequel to the PlayStation 3 classic Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch. That game was an unbelievable game, and I think this game looks just as awesome. One of the great things about this game is that it's keeping the same developer and publisher. A lot of times these games get big and they get sold off, but I'm glad to see that they have the same crew working on this, because hopefully that can keep the same spirit of the first game and bring that into this one. As far as consoles go, this will be a PlayStation 4 exclusive. However, this game is also set to be released on Microsoft Windows. Now, while I'm not a big PC gamer, a lot of people are excited about that. Now, it is a little disappointing that they're not bringing this game out for the PS3 as well. I know a lot of people only have the PS3 and don't have the PS4 yet. But I mean, it is understandable. I mean, the PS4 is about 4 years old now. So I understand that they want to move past the previous generation. But still, it would have been cool to see a PS3 version as well. Now, moving into the specifics of the game, this is where I get really excited. This game was actually announced as a prequel. You don't see many AAA titles being announced as prequels. A lot of big companies want to keep the story going. They're very afraid to go back to that prequel genre or prequel style of game because they think it might not sell as well. But I think that's something that's going to be really unique to this game. And you'll see during this review, the uniqueness of Ni no Kuni is something that separates it from other RPGs. I think the first one really brought RPGs back a little bit just because it was so unique. It wasn't the cookie cutter JRPG that we were expecting most JRPGs to be at that time. And I think that rekindled the passion that a lot of gamers had. I know for me, that brought me back to the days of PS1, PS2, and that made me really find my love for the genre again. And I think the story looks pretty freaking sick too. I mean, it definitely looks interesting. That Evan is kicked out of his kingdom and he has to go find a new world to claim a new kingdom, or to create a new kingdom. I think that sounds pretty damn badass. And I think Tiny's pretty cool too. I mean, she's going to be the daughter of a pirate boss, or pirate lord, or whatever. She's going to be like a sidekick character. I'm pretty sure she's going to be a love interest too, because you know how that always goes. And then Roland's really interesting as well. I mean, how many 48-year-olds see in video games? You never see that in video games. You always see the 14-year-olds, especially in JRPGs. I mean, JRPGs go wicked crazy young. I mean, JRPG characters will be like 12 years old saving the world. You know that, it's crazy. But it's good to see a mature 48-year-old guy in this game. I mean, he's former president of his country. I mean, it's good to see that. That's something that's unique. And I'm so happy to see that they're continuing the uniqueness in this series, because that's what made the first game special. Now, one of the only complaints I've seen so far is that the open world doesn't look like the previous game. A lot of people think it looks kind of like maybe a Tales game or World of Final Fantasy, and I can definitely see that. And I don't think it looks that great, to be honest with you, either. However, I think it's such a small part of the game that I'm gonna overlook that, and I don't think it's gonna have a big impact on the game for me or for my enjoyment. Now, one of the biggest announcements, and something that's causing a little bit of uproar, is that there aren't going to be any familiars in this game. But there are these other guys called Higlides. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing that correctly. I know someone's going to say something in the comments, but I think the Higlides will kind of fill the same role of the familiars. Would I like to see the familiars come back? Sure. But we'll have to see the story, because maybe familiars may not even exist in this world. Or they might not be possible in this world for some reason. So I definitely want to see how that develops. And you know what? Because they did so good in the previous game, I'm willing to let them take their chance. I want to see what they do before I criticize them. Because I think that Bandai Namco in Level 5, they've definitely earned my trust to this point. No, and just to that point, Bandai Namco has been killing it lately. I never realized how many great RPGs they produce. For me right now, I mean, thinking about it, they're probably only behind Square and Atlas as far as my favorite publishers. They're producing so much stuff, quality stuff too, between the Tales, Sword Art Online. There's just been so many games I've been looking at and be like, holy shit, Bandai Namco produces that. So props on them. When a company does good jobs, you definitely want to commend them so they keep doing it. And one more thing about the actual gameplay of this, I think the combat looks pretty cool from the trailers that we've seen. Obviously, like I said, there's no familiars, but I want to see how that comes out. But I think the combat looks cool. I think it looks very smooth. The way you see the first boss battle with the Thog, I think it looks pretty damn good. So I'm excited for this. Definitely, I think it's going to be one of the best games of the year. I don't think it's going to come out till late 2017, maybe early fall if we're lucky. So I think September is the earliest, but more than likely it's going to be October, November, maybe even December. Or maybe even 2018. Who knows with games nowadays? But you know what? I have confidence in Bandai Namco. I have confidence in Level 5 that they're gonna take their time in this game and they're gonna make the best game possible, even if that takes a couple months longer than we'd all like. But massive thanks, guys, for checking out the video. I've been so appreciative of all the support you guys have given me over the last 2 weeks. Cannot believe how fast the channel's growing. It's been unbelievable. If you want to see more JRPG content, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like the video, comment, tell me what you want to see, guys, any news, any upcoming games, I'd be glad to review them. Just let me know what you guys want to see. But for now, peace out, hit the subscribe button because I'll be back very shortly with another JRPG video.